McCormick Gymnasium in Fargo, North Dakota. Good evening, everyone. I'm CJ Johnson alongside my good friend Henry Liebel as we get set for North Dakota High School girls basketball action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the Dickinson Mavericks. Girls basketball on Shanley TV is presented by the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. We have an exciting game for you tonight. Stay tuned and we will return shortly, right after this message from our Deacon sponsors.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Electro Diagnostic Services, Essentia Health, Fargo Orthodontics, Forum Communications, Fusion Electric, Great States, Hurley's, J-Tech Mechanical, Luther Family Buick GMC, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Off the Wall Advertising, OnSharp, Peak Partners, Sandine Law, Shields, Sweeney Controls Company, and Zerberg Architects.
Welcome back, everyone. Henry, what do you think each team needs to do tonight to come out here with a win?
Well, I can say for Shanley, they got to play the same offense that they were last week. They were working together as a team, giving each other opportunities, especially giving the ball to Sievert and Dietz in the middle. And if they can keep doing that, keep racking up points, this should be a good game for them. Dickinson, have not seen them play yet. I know that they have won their first game. I don't think it was a conference game, but they beat Dawson County last week pretty handily. So this is two undefeated teams now, 1-0 coming out. None of them have tasted defeat yet, so I think they'll both come out pretty guns a-blazing.
Yeah, so something's got to give here, right? All righty, we're getting set for the tip-off here. It looks like Dietz is going to tip off here against Nelson for Dickinson. Looks like we're getting everything set up here. And here we go. Shanley won the tip-off. Sievert, no hesitation, drives in. Easy bucket for Sievert. Nelson's going to bring it up the floor here. Nelson at the top of the key. She's kind of scanning the floor here. Picks up her dribble. Find Praz on the wing. Praz picked up her dribble. Dookie drives in, going to pass back out. And Praz lets it go out of bounds, thinking it was going to be off Shanley out of bounds, but instead it's off her. So Deacons will have the ball now. Sievert with the inbound. Gust is going to bring it up the floor here for the Deacons. Passes over to Taylor. Taylor's going to dribble over to the wing. Scanning the floor. She's going to pass it into Sievert in the post. Sievert puts it up. Looks like almost kind of blocked a little bit. Got a little tip. So Praz is bringing it up the floor now. Praz picks up her dribble. Passes it in. Deflected. Bunch of traffic. Hit out of bounds by Sievert.
Yeah, Sievert already is putting up some points and playing some good defense for the Deacons.
Yeah, on the Dickinson offense here, it looks like it's just kind of congested in the paint as well. Can't really get anything going right now. Another tip out. Have to take it out, try and get it in, pass it back out. Praz thought about the three, and it looks like she traveled. So it will be Deacon's ball. Another turnover for this Dickinson's team here. Not the way you want to start the ball game off if you're Dickinson. So Sievert's bringing it up. Taylor's going to kind of take command of the offense here. Gus in the corner, passes it into Dietz. Dietz dribble, can't get the hook shot to go, but gets her own rebound. Good hustle out of Dietz, but it looks like her toe must have stepped out a little bit. So Praz is going to bring it up the court here. She's going to try and get command of this offense, hopefully get some points on the board. Praz for the three, and that's good. Deep three from Praz. Just kind of shows you the range of Praz here.
Yeah, I can see she'll probably be testing that out all night now with that little confidence boost there.
Definitely. So Dietz is going to dribble along the three-point line, gets it over to Sievert finally. Then Sievert's going to give it to Taylor. Taylor's going to pull up three. A little too strong off the glass. That's Dookie with the rebound. Quickly down the floor is Dickinson with an easy transition layup.
That's what Dickinson's going to have to do all night here. Just find ways to expose this Shanley defense on the turnovers here. Get some quick points.
Hakim now over to Gus. Gus with the jumper. Can't get that one to go. Too strong off the back iron. Sievert with the nice hustle, though, to get the offensive rebound. Dietz for an open three look. Can't get that one to go. Sievert, though, with the offensive rebound and the putback foul. So she will go to the line for two now.
Yeah, I haven't noticed it until they just started playing, but the Shanley girls team is definitely a lot taller, a much bigger team, so they're going to be able to use their size to an advantage here inside the paint and draw those fouls.
Sievert with the first one. Yeah, to go off that, Henry, I'm not sure if Dickinson, from the looks of it, I'm not sure if they were ready for the physicality that Shanley's bringing right off the bat here.
Yeah, Shanley, if they can kind of expose that, they can rack up some points.
Praz now is going to bring it up the floor for Dickinson. She's going to try and pass it in. Praz back out for the three again. Another one. 2 for 2 on threes tonight. Taylor now is going to try and respond, but she's looks like going to turn it over on the quick break, but Hakim with the steal. So now Shanley gets it back. Dietz is trying to look inside to Hakim. Hakim gets it off the dribble. Nice put in by Hakim. Praz now over to Nelson. Nelson at the top. She's going to dribble into the paint. Passes out to Praz. Praz with the fake. Gives it back to Nelson. Nelson for the three. Just off the mark for Nelson. Kind of an air ball a little bit there. Not sure if that's how she wanted to start the game, but kind of getting the nerves out with that shot a little bit.
Yeah, speaking of nerves, we're kind of seeing it here with the Shanley team. They're looking a little different than they were against St. Mary's here. Now that they've been down, I don't even know if they were down a single time during that St. Mary's game. They're kind of feeling it. Of course, right there, Addison Gus getting that two-pointer, getting them back in, putting them on top. But just kind of see that, and we'll have to start seeing how this team will perform when they're down, when it starts getting a little complicated.
Oh, yeah, see how they handle adversity there a little bit. Good point, Henry. And it looks like they're doing a fine job with that now as Sievert with the breakaway layup. They weren't down early, and it looks like it already rattled Dickinson a little bit. They call in their first timeout here. If you're Shanley here in this timeout, what do you think they're talking about to kind of fix up their defense here a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, not a ton that they have to fix right now. They did a very good job of getting themselves back in, getting back into their rhythm here, but just kind of sealing those holes that they have on defense. Definitely a big thing.
And for Dickinson on the offensive side, they just haven't really been able to get anything going except those two really deep threes by Pras. What do you think they need to do to kind of spice up or energize this offense a little bit?
Well, I think I'd just keep giving the ball to Praz here. I mean, she hasn't missed yet, and it's working. And until the Deacons stop that, I think I'd keep passing it to her.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a really good point. Maybe also just to kind of find a little points in the paint here for Nelson. Nelson at 6'1". She can really use her height to her advantage here. We're coming out of this timeout. Will be Dickinson's ball. Praz bringing it up the floor now. Hopefully get command of this offense here a little bit. Over to Nelson on the wing. Nelson looking back over to Praz. Praz is going to try and dribble in. And another turnover for Dickinson. Oh, nope. It looks like it's going to be off Shanley, so it's going to stay with Dickinson. Kim looks like got her arm in there to poke the ball out. Inbound it to Praz. Praz over to Dookie. No, Radowski, excuse me. Radowski with the three, but misses. Sievert with the rebound. Taylor's going to bring it up the floor now. Taylor's quick drive in. Easy layup for Taylor. quick transition for the Deacons offense here. Oh, nice feed into Nelson, but Praz can't get it to go in. Deacons again quickly up the floor. Oh, that's going to be a travel on the Deacons. It looks like Taylor had just a little bit of happy feet on that pass there. Just kind of need to calm down, settle herself a little bit.
Yeah, I had a small foul like that, but, I mean, last week, about this time, we had about 5 fouls each for both teams. And right now, there's only 1 foul for the Mavericks right now, so a much cleaner game. I don't know if that's because there was some rivalry, or there was probably some more tension between that game, but just a much cleaner game overall.
Quick in transition, Taylor again. Deacons using their speed to their advantage here in the opening minutes. Dickinson's got to find a way to stop that later on. But Nelson for the 3. She can't get that one. Another air ball by Nelson. Nelson fouled Sievert on the quick transition. Again, the transition fast breaks are just killing Dickinson right now. Looks like they're a little slow to get back.
Evie Halverson and looks like Fisher, thank you. Back in the game here, or getting their first minutes for the Mavericks.
A 3 by Sievert. What a 3 by Sievert there for the Deacons. That'll definitely help the Deacons energize their offense here. Praz is going to bring it up the floor now. Praz is going to try and get something going here for this Dickinson Mavericks offense. And it looks like it's going to be poked out of bounds by Gus, so it's going to stay with Dickinson now. Looks like a quick timeout here called by the Deacons bench over there.
Alrighty, folks. Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.club.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button, or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level.
Well, Henry, you said the Deacons needed to just kind of stay with the offense they had last week, and it's certainly looking like they're doing that.
Yes, and like I said, keeping their defense tight, and they're definitely doing that. Dickinson scored 8 really quick points in the game, and they haven't scored for a while now, so that's a pretty good job by the Deacons defense.
Praz for a 3. That one's off the mark, but offensive rebound for Dickinson. That looks like Halverson with the offensive rebound and putback, but she got fouled on putback, so she'll go to the line for 2. Halverson makes the first one. Stevenson in for the game for Dickinson Mavericks. Halverson misses the second one, but an offensive rebound here by Fisher. They're going to try and go back to Halverson down in the paint, but just a little, couldn't hold on to the ball there a little bit. So Dietz now has that top of the floor. Roney on the wing, trying to look back in for Dietz in the paint here. Dietz is going to go to work. Nope, pass back out to Sievert. Sievert for another 3. Sievert 2 for 2 on 3s. And another timeout for Dickinson. Dickinson just kind of seems combobulated here. As we get the replay here of Gus's 3. What do you, what do you think Dickinson has to be saying in this huddle here? I mean, they started off okay, and now they've just gone flat.
Yeah, that usually happens in these games against bigger teams. They kind of get the jump. You know, Dickinson definitely got the jump on Shanley. We weren't really expecting that. But now this is kind of where everyone's starting to settle in, and the real basketball is starting to be played now. You're starting to see the real side of these teams. So right now, I'm guessing that coach is just saying, start playing, work as a team here right now. Not to be cliche, but just kind of stick to what you know, and just treat every possession as its own.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe calm down a little bit. He's trying to get his team calm down. Looks like definitely nervous. That's also a long bus ride, though, too, so maybe just trying to get the little jet lag, if you say, of the bus ride, calm down a little bit. Shanley coming out of the timeout with a press here. Dickinson will break the press, get it over the court. So Dickinson with the ball. They're going to try and drive in. Nope, pass back out to Praz. Praz is going to turn it over, though, in the hands of Dietz. Fast break for the Deacons. Gus with the nice, easy layup in transition. Deacons are going to stay with this press now. See if the Dickinson Mavericks can break it again. And they're going to turn it over. Oh, out of bounds. Almost turnover again by Dickinson, but just off the hands of Sievert and Roney. Roney, the 10th grader, is definitely going to play some great defense out here.
Yeah, speaking of Roney, we received some feedback last week that we had been saying her name wrong. We'd been calling her by her sister's name, Nora. And that's probably just because she emanates her sister's basketball skills so much. And Claire's already become a big part of the Shanley team, getting minutes as a sophomore.
That's right. Nora Roney now playing basketball at Concordia now. Way to live up. A lot of live up to do for Lil Roney here. Missed on the first one. Alverson. Kim checks back into the game now for the Deacons. Alverson goes 1 for 2 at the line here. And it looks like the first minutes here for Hansen as well, too. But Taylor's going to have it at the wing. Taylor kind of picks up her dribble, stuck, and she's going to end up turning it over. And now Dickinson with it. They're going to bring it up to court here with Friedel. Friedel over Alverson. Oh, picked up almost kind of, I don't even know what to say there. It kind of looks like almost like a travel. Lost her dribble, got it back, and with the score. Taylor quick to the other end, though. Can't get that one to fall. Alverson with the rebound. She's going to finally dribble now and get it to Praz. So Praz will kind of slow down this offense, get command. She picks up her dribble, gets it to Halverson in the high paint. She picks up her dribble. Halverson drives back in, and she's going to turn it over. Great defense by Roney. What a steal. And Taylor quick to the other end. Can't get that transition layup to go, though.
A rare 2 misses there by Jaya Taylor. She rarely misses those layups there.
Hakim, though, with the steal. Gets it to Taylor. Taylor to Dietz. Dietz drives in, and she gets that one to go. Nice transition points by the Deacons here. Back-to-back turnovers by this Dickinson team, though. They really need to settle into this ball game here. Braz going to try and dribble. Picks her dribble up for the three. Can't get that one to go. So after a hot start now, Praz is 2 for 4 on threes. Hansen almost traveled. Kept the pivot foot down, though. Gets it over to Roney. Roney to Taylor. Taylor at the wing. Taylor's going to dish it down into Hakim. Hakim with a nice move. In and out for Hakim, but Dietz with the offensive rebound. And Dietz gets fouled with the putback. So Dietz will go to the line for 2. Dietz already showing off her basketball skills. Committed to go play at the next level now.
Yeah, University of Mary, I believe.
She's going to miss the first one at the line, though. Dietz goes 1 for 2 at the line. Deacons staying with the press. Dickinson quickly break it. So now Fisher is going to try and take command of the offense. Fisher gets it poked away by Roney, and she's going to travel. Great defense by Roney already, really making her impact felt. Kim's going to inbound it to Taylor now. Taylor's going to bring it up for the Deacons. She wanted to quickly drive in. She's going to. Fancy moves by Taylor. Oh, can't get it to go in. She had the nice spin on the ball, thought it was going to roll back in, but it didn't.
Yeah, that's the definition of close but no cigar there for Taylor.
Oh, an air ball here by Friedel for this Dickinson Mavericks team. So it'll be another turnover, and the Deacons will get it now. Bringing the ball up is Taylor. Taylor over to the wing. Kind of thought about the three. You can see it in the head movement, but it's going to get it over to Dietz. Dietz picks up her dribble, gives it over to Hakim. Hakim's going to go to work and just misses the layup. Rebound by Rydowski. Dickinson's going to go up the floor quickly. Looks like tipped or blocked by Hansen. So another turnover for Dickinson, and Shanley's quickly up the court. Hansen for a three. High arcing three, can't get it to go. A little too strong. Fisher kind of almost looked lackadaisical coming up the court here and gets it turned over. Poked away by Hakim, but it looks like poked out of bounds, though, by Dickinson, so it's going to stay with the Deacons now. Yeah, Fisher really looked lackadaisical there. Wasn't seeing Hakim from behind. Hansen with it in the corner. Gets it over to Taylor. Taylor at the top of the key. Nice three by Taylor. Banks it. The bank is officially open now.
Also coming in here, Dookie and Stevenson for the Mavericks.
Trying to get it to Praz down low in the paint, but that's going to get tipped away by the height of Dietz. Dietz quickly drives in. Fancy footwork by Dietz, but can't get it to go, but gets her own offensive rebound, so she's going to give it back out to Taylor. Taylor at the wing gets it over to Dietz. Dietz wanted to give it to Hakim in the paint, but she's going to take the three instead. Doesn't get that one to go. And Dickinson with the rebound now. Stevenson's going to bring it up the floor for the Mavericks. She's going to dribble it over, get Praz in the corner. Praz for a corner three, can't get that one to go. Roney with the rebound. Taylor quickly up the floor for the Deacons. Finds Dietz. Dietz, easy layup in transition for Dietz. Praz quickly up the floor for Dickinson, trying to catch this Deacons team off guard a little bit, but can't do so. They quickly recover. Dookie picked up her dribble and is going to turn it. Oh, I thought it was turnover. Radowski, though, gets it blocked by Roney. Hakim quickly up the floor, and one by Hakim. What an and one play.
Yeah, that's just a hard-working play there by Hakim. Racing to get that ball down and then makes her own play right there. That's all her.
Nice finger roll to get the and one. So she'll go to the line and make this a three-point play. And Hakim can't make it a three-point play. That's the first foul on Stevenson's. That's on Stevenson as well for Dickinson. So Praz is going to bring it up the floor for Dickinson. She's going to try and get it into the paint, but can't do so. Tipped out by Hakim, and Hakim's got to get it over quick. And they will. The Deacons do. Taylor for a long three. Almost Steph Curry range, you could say, but can't get it to go. Trying to show off her range there a little bit. Just off the mark, though. So Stevenson's going to bring it up for Dickinson now. And it looks like a foul called on Taylor. That was really tight defense. Maybe just got a little too physical on her defense there. Sievert checks back in for the Deacons now, taking out Dietz. Dietz getting a well-deserved rest. Stevenson gets it now for Dickinson. She's going to dribble to the top of the key, try and drive in. Almost turns it over, though, but finds Radowski. Radowski will turn it over, though. Dribbles it off her foot and rolls out of bounds. So we'll go to Deacon's ball. Looks like Fisher's going to check back into the game now for Dickinson. Taylor's going to bring it up the floor. Gets it over to Sievert. Sievert to Hakim. Hakim's trying to look for Gus in the paint, but gets it over to Sievert, and Sievert over to Taylor. Taylor gets it to Gus. Gus tries to muscle her way through. Can't get that one to go. A little too strong. Sievert with the offense rebound, though. She's going to get her own rebound. Oh, nope. Jump ball called. It's going to stay with the Deacons, though. Their possession.
Yeah, with the Mavericks losing height, they make up for physicality.
Oh, excuse me. It looks like it's Dickinson's possession. Excuse me. So Dickinson's going to win the jump ball now. Paraj easy drives into the paint. Can't get it to go, though. Sievert with the rebound. Deacons going quick now in transition. Sievert trying to get to Roney. Roney kicks it out to Hakim. Hakim's driving in the paint. Can't get that one to go. Sievert with the rebound, though, and she's able to put it back in. Deacons really getting some good ball movement going early in this game. Paraj trying to dribble. Drives into the paint. Kicks it out. Halverson for a three. Can't get that one to go. In and out. Taylor quickly up the floor. Stop and go. Floater. Can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound for Sievert, though. And Sievert puts the putback in. Another easy bucket in transition for this Deacons team. Dickinson is not really getting back on defense here. Dickinson, Stevenson gets the floater. Can't get the floater to go. Gets her own rebound, though. Puts it back up and in. Good offensive rebound by Stevenson. Oh, we look like we have an injury on the floor here, folks. There's going to be an injury timeout on the floor here.
Well, I got to say at this point of the game, Dickinson's got to treat every possession the same here. Otherwise, this game's going to get out of control. And every possession's going to count. All right, so I'll have to say, as Sievert has gotten up. Never mind. If you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcast, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and add to new features for you to enjoy. If you are interested in donating, please contact Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support of Shanley TV.
Yeah. So like you said, Sievert luckily gets up on her own power, is able to walk off. Hope nothing but the best for her.
Yeah, she's a very big part of the Shanley team. So, and you know, the Shanley team in general is very small this year. So every member of this team that's taken out is a big hit.
Deacons turn it over, so it's going to go to Dickinson. Praz is going to bring it up the floor for Dickinson. Gets over to Stevenson. Stevenson tries to hand it off to Praz, and they're going to end up turning it over. So it's going to go to the Deacons now. Kim's going to inbound it to Taylor here. Taylor's going to slowly bring it up the floor now for the Deacons. Going to go to the top of the key. He's going to dribble over to the wing. He's going to look for Dietz in the paint. Dietz is going to muscle way through. A little too strong off the glass. Kim with the offensive rebound. Fade away. Can't get that one to go. But offensive rebound for Hansen, and she's going to get fouled on the putback. So she will go to the line for two. Really great offensive rebounding here for this Deacons team to give themselves more possessions and an opportunity for more points.
100%.
Hansen can't get the first to fall. Rydowski checks back into the game for this Dickinson Mavericks team. And Hansen goes 0 for 2 at the line, leaves that one short. So Dickinson is going to bring it up the floor. Praz is going to try and dribble into the paint. She's going to kick it back out to Rydowski. Rydowski loses the dribble. She's going to get it over. That looks like Zastapol for the pull-up jumper. Taylor now has it on the wing for the Deacons. Trying to direct this Deacons offense here. Gets some movement, gets it over to Dietz. Dietz for a 3. Dietz can't get that one to fall. So now Praz up the floor for the Dickinson Mavericks. Praz looking for Halverson in the paint. Halverson's going to go to work. Has Hakim on her. Gets double teamed. It looks like partially blocked by Dietz and Hakim. So another turnover for the Mavericks. Gus for a 3. Can't get that one to go. Goes over the top of the basket. This is going to be out of bounds on Shanley. It's going to be the Mavericks ball.
Tatum Fisher checking in for the Mavericks here.
Halverson's going to get a rest, it looks like. Stevenson's going to bring it up now for the Mavericks, excuse me. Stevenson's going to drive into the paint. Step back 3, can't get it to go, air ball. Well, contact on the floor as well in the paint there. Taylor's going to bring it up the floor. Get it over to Hansen. Hansen looks for Gus in the paint. Gus kicks it back out to Roney. Roney over to Hansen. Hansen's going to try and drive in. Puts up the layup, and it's good. Nice ball handling skills by Hansen to drive into the paint there. Dickinson's going to bring it up the floor. Stevenson's going to try and drive into the paint. Gives it into Zastapol, and Zastapol with a nice little layup. Taylor's going to quickly bring it up the floor now as time's winding down before half. Taylor, oh, what a way to get around the Dickinson Mavericks team there. Really great footwork by Taylor and ball dribbling skills for a nice little finger roll. Praz now with it's going to kind of let the clock drain down here before half. Gets over Stevens. Stevens in for Fisher, and it's going to get ripped away by Hansen. Jump ball. And possession arrow looks like it's going to go to the Deacons. So really great physicality there by Hansen to get the jump ball. Get it back to this Deacons team with 13 seconds left before half.
Yeah, it's showing some great character for the Shanley team. You know, being up by a lot right before half and just not stopping until that buzzer hits.
Taylor can't get the finger roll to go in. Dickinson, one last shot, and they can't get that long three to go in. So we've seen some really good greatness out of this Shanley Deacons team. They just really need to just keep it up in the second half, right, Henry?
I'd have to agree. They've been doing everything right. Dickinson's been trying their best. They had Abby Pross have those 2 threes right at the beginning. Accelerated the Mavericks, but after that, kind of started going a little downhill, and that was because the Deacons started settling in. But I'd like to just say Sievert, before she had to come off, had 15 points there for coming off. And that's a feat, definitely. And so, I mean, Deacons just have to keep doing what they're doing, keep playing hard in defense, just like Hansen was doing, not stop using physicality.
And for this Dickinson Mavericks team, I mean, everything's been going wrong for them in that first period, if you say, for them. Well, I mean, where do you even start if you're the Dickinson head coach going into that locker room?
Well, I feel like they knew they were going to be in this position a little bit, but he's got to say it. I've been saying it all night, but just treat every possession the same and just take it as I wouldn't want to say practice, but just keep being physical and keep showing them that the Deacons that you're not going to just roll over. Keep taking the shots. Keep trying to get it to your girls, and just keep playing until that buzzer hits.
Your halftime score here: Shanley Deacons 41, Dickinson Mavericks 18. We'll be back after half. Welcome back, folks, after halftime here. Getting ready to start the second half off. It's going to start with Dickinson's ball here, coming out of halftime. Dickinson hoping to get something going here a little bit after the break here, and Shanley's just hoping to keep staying alive. And great news here is Seaver is back on the court playing. So after a little fall down, a little incident earlier, she's back in the game. So great news for this Deacons team. Dickinson started off. Oh, go ahead.
I think these first few possessions for Dickinson are going to be very pivotal here. This kind of determines whether if they're going to stay in this game or not. Are they going to choose to stay in?
That one they tried to give themselves another chance with an offensive rebound, but couldn't. Hakim hauled it in. Quickly down the floor now is the Deacons. Quick transition for the Deacons. Nice pull-up jumper by Gust. So now Dickinson's going to bring it up. Nelson's going to bring it back up the floor here. Nelson's going to give it over to Praz. Praz going to try and drive the baseline. Kicks it out. Halverson can't get that, or Nelson, excuse me, can't get that one to go. Kim with the rebounds quickly up the floor. Kim with a nice little floater. Can't get that one to go. Gets her own rebound. Out to Sievert. Sievert for a three. A little too strong off the back iron. Nelson with the rebound quickly down the floor for Dickinson now. And foul committed, looks like, on Dickinson. Vastapol looks like it's the foul called against her. Trying to get the loose ball. Looks like maybe got the Deacons on the arm a little bit, trying to fetch that loose ball. So Taylor's now going to bring it up for the Deacons. She's going to try and drive into the lane. Just kind of throws up a wild one, but gets fouled there. So she will go to the line for two now. Definitely not the prettiest looking shot out there, but it worked. And the second one's up and good. Dickinson trying to feed it into Halver still, but a little too high, so Deacons over cross, and Taylor loses the handle on it. Taylor thought she got fouled again, but didn't get that call that time. So the Deacons inbound it now. Taylor inbounds it to Dietz. Dietz on the wing. She picks up her dribble, gets it into the paint for Hakim. Hakim cross court to Taylor. Taylor drives baseline. Taylor, nice layup for Taylor. Just saw the speed and explosion from Taylor there for a quick start and go. Dickinson now. Oliver still at the top. Oliver still picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Zastapol. Zastapol's going to try and drive into the paint. Almost gets it poked away. Keeps it, though, and blocked by Sievert. Dickinson gets it back, though. Nelson misses the three, but a nice putback by Dookie. So Dookie with the offensive rebound and score. Dietz are going to bring it up the floor now. Dietz picks up her dribble, gets it over to Taylor. Taylor on the wing. Goes for it and just a little too long. So Dickinson now with the rebound, and they're going to bring it up the floor. Praz is going to bring it up for the Mavericks. Over to Zastapol. Zastapol's going to try and drive in. Poked away by Sievert, though. Sievert, again, already making her presence felt back on this floor for the Deacons. Sievert's going to drive in. Pull-up jumper. It's good. Pull up at the free throw line. So now the Mavericks bring it back in. Timeout already by this Mavericks team.
That was Sievert's 18th point right there.
Just shows you the vital role that Sievert has on this Deacons team here.
So where do we head from here? Shout out to the whole TV crew tonight. Ellis Bradley and Harrison Shuey on cameras. Looking. Praise Tar on scoreboard and Jack Duffy bringing you those great replays like I saw there.
Yeah, really great work, Shanley TV team. I mean, none of this is possible without them. And also give our two advisors a shout out, Mrs. Miller and Mr. Picard. Great work that they do, allowing us students to put this great work on for you. Back in the action now, Mavericks get the ball. Dookie in the corner. She's going to dribble. Trying to get into the paint, won't be able to. Praz thought about the three. She's going to try and drive in. Kicks it out. Dookie on the wing. She's going to try and drive in. Tough defense by this D. Nothing is going for this Dickinson team. Nelson's going to have to throw one up there, but try and beat the shot clock, and it's going to end up in an air ball. So out of this timeout, for nothing is really going for him. Roney's going to bring it up over to Sievert. Sievert's looking for Roney. Oh, great ball movement by Roney. Excellent movement. Dickinson's going to try and get high post there. Tipped away, but they get it back. Nelson's going to try and drive in, but meets a Kim there. 3-ball by Duke. Roney's going to bring it up the floor quickly over to Gust. Gust over to Seaver was looking for cutting Gust, but decides to take it herself. Not good. Gets her own rebound, though, over 4 defenders. Talk about a height advantage there for Sievert. It's going to get poked away. Mavericks are going to drive down the other end. Praz thought about driving in, back out over to Dookie. Dookie's looking. Gets over to Hall. Trying to get a little pick and roll action going, but just a little too out of the reach of Halvert. So the Deacons are down the other way. Kim's paint. Oh, great footwork by Kim, but can't get the finger roll to go. Just out. So Praz now on the other end. She's going to try pick and roll. That time almost looks like a little too high, but Halverson brought it in. She gets to go. So now the Deacons are bringing it up. Sievert, Roney on the wing. Over to Gust. Gust over to Dietz. Dietz thought about giving it in to Hakim, but instead Sievert for 3 can't get it to go. But another offensive rebound for the Deacons team. Gust with the in.
Yeah, CJ, a lot of these Deacon points have come from today and that physicality and the height.
Yeah, it will definitely help get as many possessions as you can, and the Deacons are definitely taking advantage of that, like you said, Henry.
And I believe that is Dookie's second straight made 3-point roll there.
So both Praz and Dookie really some threats on the perimeter there for this Dickinson Mavericks team.
And that's going to cut it to a 24-point hit for the Mavericks there. They're still keeping themselves, they're holding their own here.
That 3 that you just saw on your screen there, folks, of Sievert definitely is a big reason why this Deacons team is up big time like they are now.
Whole gymnasium went quiet there. It's almost as if the season was kind of lingering in the air, though. Was it going to be a big injury or was it not? Was holding their breath.
Yeah, we can't stress that enough to you folks at home. How quiet this gymnasium went when we saw Seaver hit the. It's really great to see her back in this game. Hansen's going to check back into the game for Hakim, and Larson is getting her first minutes as well. Seaver at the key, looking for cutting Roney again. Roney, great ball movement by Roney.
I want to just say, what a great Sky Larson. Just cleared the floor.
So Larson making a big impact in her first minutes of the game. Dookie trying to respond. A little too strong off the back iron. Hansen on the floor. Hansen finds contact and shoots the line for two. Thought it was going to be an easy transition. Saw Dookie there and got the contact. Drew the contact. Gets the line for two.
Down at the other end, it looks like the Maverick captains were getting a talking to by their coaches. Maybe a new game, stuff to spread to the team here.
Hansen goes 0 for 1 at the line. Second one on its way. Second one up and no good. So she goes 0 for 2 at the line. Can't capitalize. Nelson with the rebound. Dookie brings it up for the Mavericks. Dookie over Nelson. Nelson looking in the paint. Can't get it in. Dookie. Oh, that was about to be some good ball movement by Nelson, but just can't handle the pass in there. So another turnover for this Mavericks team. Seaver inbound to Roney. Seaver's going to bring it up the floor now. Excuse me, will now. Roney over to Hansen. Hansen. Seaver's looking for a cutting Hansen. Hansen's been alive and get it to Larson, but Larson can't hold on, pull out of bounds. Again, great ball movement by this Deacons team down. A lot of movement.
Absolutely, and you would have thought that the Deacons team put their foot off the gas there, but they definitely haven't. The physicality on down at all, or the desire to keep winning possessions and keep scoring.
Oh, that was a nice block by Larson, but it looks like they're going to get her on the arm. Tapped Radowski on the arm there a little bit. So Radowski goes to the line for two. First one on its way. First one's good. Radowski goes 2 for 2 at the line. So she's able to capitalize. Roney's going to bring it up. Quickly over to Dietz. Dietz on the wing, over at the key. At the top of the key, and it's going to be a jump ball caused by by Nelson. So it's going to stay with the Deacon. Now the possession arrow is going to go to the Dickinson. And Larson tries to get a layup, and she will be up on the shot attempt. So she will go to two. This is the first. A little too strong off the back iron. Gus is going to check into the game now for Dietz, and Taylor's going to check in for Roney. Both gals definitely getting some well breaks. And Larson misses as she goes 0 for 2 at the line. Nelson's going to bring it up for his team. Nelson feeds it into Radowski. Radowski over to Praz. Can't get that floater to go. Larson with the rebound. Hansen on the floor. Hansen can't get transition layup to go, but Gus, bound. Seaver gets back control of it. Taylor on the wing, gets it over to Gus in the corner. Gus finds the high post. Larson can't get that one to go. Nice movement by Larson. Find an open spot in the high post. Just can't get it to go. Praz drives out. Oh, nice three by Dell. Fridley, excuse me. So now Seaver at the key. The top of the key. She's going to try the three. That one's a little too strong off the back iron. So Dickinson now quickly on the other end. Praz trying to look inside. Can't. He's going to have to get Fridley. Fridley back over to Praz. Praz at the wing. Can't get that one to go. So after the hot start Praz has not been able to find her rhythm again. But she is able to get her own offensive rebound and get fouled. Foul looks like will be on Larson. That will be her second. So it looks like she's going to check out now. Kim back. It's going to stay with the Mavericks now. Nelson to Praz on the wing. Praz back to Nelson. Larverson. Larverson turns it, and Taylor gets it. And Taylor didn't see it poked from behind. Didn't see the Maverick defender from behind. Gets it poked away. And a jump ball, so it's going to go back to Dickinson now. Like you said, Henry, Dickinson still playing with that fight.
Yeah, not only that, they actually cut down their deficit going into the second half. They are only down by 2 points now. They just got to keep going to work every possession here.
Larson turns it over. Hansen, quick transition, and she gets that one. Nice steal by Hansen there. Hansen, only a sophomore, is going to have a bright future ahead of her.
Yeah, and I feel like as this game goes on, we're going to stop seeing the seniors and make way for a few of these sophomores and even some freshmen, some playing time. I've seen that Dietz and Hakim have been taken out for a lot of the second half.
Yeah, definitely get some younger gals, some more experience playing basketball. So then when it's their turn, they don't shy away from the day.
Yeah, and I feel like they've already gotten a lot of playing time. I mean, you look at Jay, she's already been playing as many minutes as any other varsity girl. And Claire Roney, those are two people who have gotten lots of varsity time already.
Sievert dribbles over to Hansen. Hansen drives in the paint but loses the hand. And Mavericks are going to turn it over again. So even if they get a little hope in their turnover, end up giving the hope away. Taylor with a deep three. Can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound by Gust. Nice put back by Gust. Great offensive rebound there. Fights back against the box out. Really textbook there by Gust. Nelson now for this Mavericks team. Nelson tries to get into Hall. And it looks like there may be an inch floor.
Yeah, this might mean Vanessa Bohr for Shanley. A freshman will be coming in sooner than expected. That's another freshman getting some here. And Addison Larson will come check in.
Halverson trying to go for the ball, kind of stepped on the foot of a kidder, get rolled up a little bit. Experience those ankle injuries can definitely be a pain. Gus now has at the wing. Gus for the three. That's nice. Cash money for Gus. Nothing net on that three. So Nelson the other way for the Mavericks and tries driving, kicks out to Praz. Praz tries to drive in, tries to find a cutting, but a little too out of reach for Stevenson. So another turnover for this Mavericks team. Taylor will bring it up the floor for this Deacons team. Now at the top of the key, Sievert over to Taylor. Taylor for the three. She can go.
Finally, we've been waiting for that all night. She's been taking the shots, and usually they land. I mean, last week against St. Mary's, but it's good that she finally got one to fall there. All that hard work she's been doing.
Definitely, like you said, Henry. And showing off the fancy ball handling skill, too.
Don't forget, connect with Shanley TV on social media. Get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus about upcoming broadcasts like our Facebook page today at facebook.com, Shanley TV, or follow us on X at Shanley TV.
On the screen there, you just saw one of Dookie's threes. And another Mavericks three. Fast break transition there by Hansen on your replay screen here. Last replay was Gus. Nice, nothing but net 3 there. Really helped put the Deacons back on top by 30, just over 30 points, excuse me. Definitely seeing a bunch of the young stars of this Shanley Deacons basketball game now here. Seniors getting a well-deserved break here with the fight that they put into this ball game. So Vanessa Bohr getting her first minutes in this ball game. Turnover by the Mavericks. Taylor quick for the Deacons. She tries to go up. Oh, and they're going to give it a jump ball instead of a foul there. I think Taylor definitely foul on that one instead. Bohr loses the handle on it. So it's going to be a turnover. Oh, no, excuse me. It's poked out by Bohr. That's what I handle on it. So it's going to stay with the Deacons. So Gus now on the wing. He's going to give her back over to Gus at the high. At the top of the key. Bohr for a deep 3. Bohr just a little too strong with it. Good look from Bohr, just a little too strong with it. So now Nelson's going to bring up the floor for this Dickinson Mavericks team. Radowski tries to drive into the paint, kicks out to Praz. Praz drive in, kicks it out to Halverson. Halverson in the paint on Larson. Halverson's going to back her way in there and draw the foul. Halverson got an arm as she was trying to go up with it. That's going to be Larson's third foul.
Looks like Annie Blanc or Shanley is going to be coming in here. She got a lot of playing time last week, and now is just coming in for the Deacons.
Yeah, definitely has a bright future as been for this Deacons team. Loose ball, chases it down, gets it to Gus. Gus can get back out to Taylor. Thought about the 3, trying to drive in and loses the handle. So process of her turnover, she also commits the foul on Praz as well. Dietz and Roney are going to check back into the game here for the Deacons. Taylor and Larson out.
Yeah, probably just trying to calm Taylor down here. Picking up a bunch of fouls there. I'm just going to let her rest here. Regain.
Nelson at the wing. Finds Praz. Praz for a 3. She gets that one to go net.
Yeah, this Mavericks team only likes shooting. I think there's been 7 or 8 of them shot today.
Yeah, I guess when you're Praz, when you get 3 to go in here, you get the green light from your coach to keep shooting. Praz tries to get it over to Alverson. Alverson kicks it back out. Praz drive floater action. Nice floater by Praz. Showing you that she doesn't just have the 3 ball. She also gets the ball dribble. Praz with the steal. Praz drives in. Tipped. Blocked by Gus. Now the ball finds its way back to Nelson, and Nelson with the putback in and away. Nelson just happened to be there at the right place at the right time, it looks like there, Henry.
Yes. You know, you don't have to be lucky so much if you put yourself in the right play at time.
That's right.
All right. Yeah. with 3 minutes left to go in this game, it looks like the Dickens and Shanley boys game is just about to get started here all the way back in Dickinson. Very late game for those boys.
Definitely late night on a Friday evening. Boer's going to check the game for Gus here. So the Mavericks are going to the line here. The Deacons have committed 7 fouls, so the Dickinson Mavericks will be in bonus the rest of the time here.
Yeah, both really strangers to the bonus. Neither of them in the first half, and now this is the first time in the whole game. Very clean game overall.
Radowski goes 1 for 2 at the line. Roney can't get the quick transition layup to go. Rebound by Radowski. Praz is going to bring it up the floor now. Praz over to Nelson. Nelson's looking for cutting Praz, but she's going to instead keep it and dribble in. She's going to pass it out to Radowski. A little miscommunication, and that will be an over and back committed by the Mavericks. New substitution here, Kendall Kudelman. Getting her first minute along with Claire Stump and Brooklyn Bogenreef as well. All 3 of them getting their first.
This is a good look of what Shanley team's going to be like in a couple of years. A lot of these girls are going to be start playing varsity, way more varsity minutes.
Praz with the quick transition. So Wadowski bring it up over to Kudelman over to Stump. Stump into Boer. Gets it to Boer. Boer's going to try and drive. Gets it over to Kudelman. Kudelman for the 3. That one's go a little too strong. Go out of bounds. So it will be Maverick now.
Looks like after a real hot game, Mavericks will start substituting out their starters. A few of them.
Yeah, time winding down here.
I don't doubt they'll fight till the end here, though. 3. That's all we want. 1 more 3.
That's right. Air ball on that one, though. Gets thought about taking the 3, but instead is going to turn it over now. The Mavericks quickly down at the other end. Nelson thought she's going to drive in, though. And Wadowski is going to cause the jump ball. Possession arrows are going to stay Mavericks, though. Yeah, it's definitely each team still fighting to the end.
Oh, thought that was going to be it right there.
Mavericks can't capitalize on that look. Jump ball again, so this time go to the Deacons. Deacons going to bring it up the floor. And the Mavericks poke it away. With 8.8 left on the game clock. It's with the Deacons here. Deacons inbound it here. Board takes the 3. Can't get that one to go. Dickinson quickly down the floor. Tipped by Boer. Partially blocked by Boer. So now it's going to go to Dickinson. Or, excuse me, go to the Deacons. And that is your ball game, folks. Great by both teams. Wouldn't you say there, Henry, at the end?
Yeah, I mean, even though It was really a 20-point spread from 5 minutes in. Still got to see a lot of basketball. Dickinson definitely did not let up. They kept each possession. We got to see lots of good threes from them, some good ball movement, and some good sights of what they can be as a team later this season. But Shanley did show throughout the game we're just the better team. I mean, they had the height, they had the size, and a little more experience. A few more of those seniors to help them out. I'd say some players. We got Riley Sievert for Shanley, definitely showing up, lots of points. And then for the Mavericks, we got lots of girls. Evie Halverson put up lots of good points and, getting some points on not only with her passes and assists. Dookie, lots of good threes and just lots of good ball movement.
All right, there you go, folks. For my good friend and our entire crew, I'm CJ Johnson. The final score from Fargo, Shanley Deacons 64, Dickinson Mavericks 44. To watch the archived version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to shanleytv.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV. Thank you.